Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to check out the sixth most popular project in all games right now. That is Drop Bears. The Australian bush is a dangerous place, and as if spiders and snakes weren't enough, another horror This is by Platypus Industries. It's already raised 24,000 Australian dollars. I have no idea what that converts to in United States currency. I'm actually kind of excited to figure that one out. And I look at the main image and I see that it's 1 to 4 players, 30 to 40 minutes play, just 14 plus. Can barely make that up, but still like the fact that's there. I see a bear minis. I see wooden pieces right here. It looks cool. Looks like an interesting game. I see, what does it say? Upgraded first player token. Okay. So that's like a first special 48-hour thing or probably something like that. Okay. I'd like to know the price. I'd like to know a little bit more about the mechanisms, what style game this is. I think that'd be good to know, but I'm excited. So it's raised 17,000 up from 25. Okay. So it still has 42,000 left to go. It still has a ways to go, but it has 307 backers. It's a good start. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Short and sweet. Discard for the rest of your... Dang it. Too fast. Too fast. Couldn't see him. Discard for the rest of your turn. If you run or scout, each time a new tile is drawn an additional one, place 1, discard the other, or requires batteries. Ooh, okay. So it looks like dual use cards like that. Kindling your occasion. Gain 1 survival token. Alright. Using some clips. Tiles. Tracker. Components. Theme. Survive the Aussie bush. Ooh, very nice spotlight of that upgraded component there. Completely unnecessary, but looks very nice. Bushland. Oh, I didn't even realize there was text on the bottom. Sorry, I gotta get that. Survive the Aussie bush. I was so much invested on this, I honestly forgot the bottom. Collect Aussie-themed gear. Okay. Vegemite. Use gear to help survive the bush. And prepare for the... Drop Bears. Survive the Aussie bush. If you can. Okay. Honestly, I don't feel like I got a good enough idea of, like, what exactly the game is. I'm busy. Sorry, I got a message. No worries. I don't feel like I had a great idea of what kind of game this is. How do I get cards? Like, what am I actually doing? I feel like they focused a little bit too much on the thematic nature of it. Like, oh, look, there's the minis, and they're close to the campers, and cool. But Platypus Industries, 2 created, 82 back. The home of the Aussie tabletop game design team, Platypus Industries. We are always working on new and exciting products to check it out. So we got 2. So hopefully, I don't know if they help with the customer service, but it looks like we got 1 person in the customer service. They have done something else before. So awesome. We'll take a look at that. Because as always, this is where you can convince people in the can you do it. The Ratcatcher solo adventure board game, 2,500. So this was a thing. It came out. Ooh, I really like that main image. All stretch goals unlocked. Woo, that looks hot. 30 hours. Show me the box. Good stuff. Okay, I'm not here to dwell on the past, though. Did this come out? Did people get their stuff? That's the main question. And we'll take a look at this while we wait. 1 to 4, 30 to 40, ages 14 plus. Explore the perilous Aussie bush. You may die, but no elimination. Face the terrifying drop bears. Collect unique Australian gear. Cooperate to survive the night. Oh, it's a cooperative game? Is this a cooperative game? Because I honestly felt like you probably should have mentioned that then. Yeah, that's huge. Cooperative games move the needle for a lot of people, and not mentioning it's a cooperative game. Because honestly, I sat through the whole video. I had no idea it was cooperative. So I'm glad you tell me right here, but I think that's something maybe we mentioned on the marquee. Update version 2.0, the tail end, US plus the shipping update. This was August 2021, so people got their stuff. Awesome. Good to see. Check the comments there. The Australian bush is a dangerous place at night, and spiders and snakes weren't enough, and other horrors on the loose. Drop bears infest the dark. Hideous koala-like beast dropping from gum trees, eager to consume human flesh. So this is probably some sort of like ancient myth from Australia. You know, like we got the person with the hooks that go into the car door and stuff like that. What is it? Urban Myths. I've just signed for the early access to the new game Drop Bears. I can see it would be a great game. Do you plan to offer the 2.0 components for Ratcatcher there? Also, I remember seeing a promo card somewhere, but can't find it. Please also post the print and play pack with the new version. Haven't tried emailing it. So yeah, he's up good on the customer service on the Can You Do It? I feel comfortable. Yes. Like to see that. What do we got here? Drop Bears. We got a Quackalope. Is this gameplay?
Oh, welcome to Quackalope.
Nope. Not a gameplay. A cooperative game where the darkness is the least of your worries. Drop Bears is a fun, accessible co-op. Do everything you can to survive to the daylight. So, a cooperative game where the darkness is the least of your worries. So that's just straight theme fluff. Drop Bears is a fun, accessible, cooperative game. Do everything you can to survive the daylight. So there's not really much telling me why I like this, except for the fact it's accessible, which I do like. But I don't think that's a great quote. Drop Bears is a dark, challenging, and relentless as an actual Australian bush. I thoroughly enjoyed the Aussie nods among the life-saving utility cards and the strong thematic link between the perils and bonuses one finds as one go deeper into the bush. Now that I do like, thematic attachment. The Drop Bears really are a menace, and the tension of that is palpable all the way through the game. So that is a good quote. I'd recommend this for anyone with a stiff upper lip, experienced adventurers, eager victims, and fans of folklore, suspense, exploration, and co-op games. Does that mean it's hard? I don't know. How to play. Survive. Survive the Drop Bears. Drop Bears protect their territory and are affected by the stage of the night. At the beginning, they're hungry and on the hunt. The closer the morning dawn, the more beast crawls from the hideous, eager for a delicious snack. They can't be avoided completely, so it's up to the campers on how they will survive them around. So you have to deal with them. Okay. Cooperative gameplay. Collect Aussie-themed gear. Oh, there's Vegemite. Cool. Gear can make the difference between a stretch and a festering wound. Whenever possible, gather utility cards. You'll find these in backpacks. I would honestly just love to see the price here. Like, how many cards am I getting? How many pieces? Like, let's get down to business. I get, because you're telling me, oh, solo mode. Awesome. Programmable companion. When you're out of friends or want the Drop Bear experience on your own, there are options for you. You can take a helpful but frail companion with you and try the solo mode of Drop Bears. Awesome. Very neat. Like that. Learn to play. Playthrough. There we go. Beautiful. Full playthrough. That's what I want to see. Overview. Don't care. What a way to experience the Australian bush. Who thought koalas could be nightmares? A fun co-op survival horror game against some man-eating cuteness. I'd love if someone spotlighted why this game was great, like that one person did. Instead of just like, they're so deep into the theme here. Okay. Full gameplay. Awesome. Drop Bears are very challenging. Yes. Fast. Playing survival horror game with an awesome and refreshing theme between the panic element and the ability to mitigate dice rolls. It's the first time I've heard that word. Love that. The game lends itself to many tense moments where my camper survivors always hung in the balance. Ding, ding, ding. Best quote right there in my personal opinion. Super. Like, that's what I want to know. Hard, short, but hard. You know, that's what I'm talking about. This is good. Drop Bears demo. Try Survive before you buy. Awesome. The hell? What is a Drop Bear? The Drop Bear, scientifically known as the Thylabarctos plummetus, is a large arboreal predatory marsupial. Okay, we're going theme here. Oh, we're talking about minis. Preview. A really solid game. If you like that style of co-op, Pandemic, Solar Storm, The Loop, Mission Catastrophe, all these kind of games. If you like this kind of game and you like the horror idea, then this one is a really good one. So, prices. Convert the currencies. Love that. $55. I feel like we've gone a really long time. I feel like we should have just beat around the bush. $55, honestly, I think could be on the marquee here. That's a great price. Stretch goals. So we're getting stretch goals. So you get 3 Drop Bear miniatures. You get 8 camper character tokens, 8 camper profile cards, 3 predator profile cards, which presumably are going to be all different, 36 Till Dawn dashboard cards, Dust Dawn dashboard board, Death Roll tracker. So yeah, this looks great. $55. Yeah, plus the tile storage tree, the first player token, rule booklet. $55. I feel like that's a great price. I feel like we waited way too long to get to that great price too. Plus with the solo game included with his own special variant module thing, great. Why back the project? Here's the project come to with your help and support. Drop Bears will be a pale comparison of its true potential. First in the phrase, support in Australia. Okay. Pledge levels. $1 gets you the game, $10 print and play, and then the game, $55. Base camp, retailer pledge. So there is nothing else. There's no premium version of the game. It's just one flat price. Honestly, yeah, I'd put that $55 on the marquee right there. That's refreshing. I don't necessarily dislike that, and I'm excited to see the stretch goals as well. Let's check out how people were liking it. $1 redo. $44. Drop Bears print and play. By the way, if you have children and you have not watched Bluey yet, go watch it. It is outstanding. Just thinking about Australia. So 251 people got the core set. Retailers, we got 2. Okay. Add-ons, dice tray, deluxe tokens. So this is honestly a little bit, I think, of a misstep here. Free. Wait, what is this? So this is that's the Ratcatcher. That's the other game. I would have I feel like you should have the additional pledge level where it's like you get the deluxe tokens and we spotlight the deluxe tokens. We spotlight the deluxe game mat, even though I kind of not a big fan of that mat. But then again, layout not finalized because hopefully this is a functional mat as opposed to just the thematic mat. But yeah, if you want people to buy these, I feel like you need to put them into a pledge level where it's like, yeah, you get the $55 one, or you go 72, something like that. You get the dice tray, you get the deluxe token, 82, whatever it may be. But I think not bundling that is a misstep because honestly, the most popular pledge level on most Kickstarters is that pledge level, that big deluxe one with the upgraded this, the upgraded that. A lot of the time, if you sell it well, and I think that could have been sold well, especially considering these are only going to help bump up the thematic flavor of the game, and that's great. How to add on, do the thing, stretch goals, unlock $100,000, additional utility cards, great. Additional location tiles, additional unique camper. Ooh, that's awesome. So these are great looking stretch goals, and these are micro style stretch goals. And are we talking about Canadian dollars or not Canadian, Australian dollars? Are we talking about United States dollars here? Or did they use the same dollar symbol that we use? I don't know. Shipping estimate. Shipping for your pledge will be calculated after this campaign via the Pledge Manager. All prices are Australian. Okay. North America. So I would convert the currencies for people here. Because I imagine the majority of the people here, United States, 175. Australia, 20. It is overwhelmingly, dominantly United States people here. I would 100% convert the currencies to make it easier for them. And it makes the price look better, too. Because as we found out, 72 Australian is 55 American. So this is even cheaper. So what am I looking at? 25 Australian dollars to US. And we're looking at $17, so I'm looking at a $82 game. It's a bit high. Oh no, $72. That's off. $72. Okay. It's not terrible. It's kind of what I'd expect to pay for something like this with the minis, with the custom little wooden screen printed size things, with a game that definitely feels like one of those games that might potentially only get one print run ever. And we all know those games. It's part of the reason why we love Kickstarter. Imagine if you're a Kickstarter backer, you have some of those games in your collection. We're like, yeah, we're probably never going to get another version of this game ever. At least not for decades. So yeah, I don't feel like this is a terrible price for that. And plus we got VAT responsibilities. They're talking about the VAT. This is a really solid shipping area, minus converting the currencies. This looks great. Yeah, convert those Canadian shipping rates too. That European bappers recover the VAT. That was a great little shipping area there. It's buried all the way down at the bottom, but whatever. Legendary Terror special reveal. What is this? What is this? Why is this so low? This feels like something exciting. How many people are still reading here? Once I get the shipping, what am I waiting around here for? The campers. So now we're going into details about the campers. This kind of feels like we didn't know where else to put this. Illustrator, the thing, the stuff. Kick booster, kick track, whatever the heck that is. Okay. Yeah, Legendary Terror. So here's the other thing that I want to mention. Because I thought, I could have swore, because when I did the thumbnail for this, it said Drop Bears Series, Survival Series, Chapter 1. And I feel like that's something you lean into here. People like being a part of a series when it comes to games, I think, overwhelmingly. You look at a lot of the series, like a lot of the most popular games, they're now in part of series, like Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, for instance. So, the Final Girl one, the one that was the Van Rider games, it made like $1 million solo game, but it was part of a series. There's a whole bunch of stuff that were going to be in that system, and I think that gets people excited and more intrigued about your game. And I wonder if that's something they're going to reveal by the end of this Kickstarter. But at the same time, I don't know. This is an interesting one. Check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Give this one a great get out of here. All right. FAQ takes for. I'm new to Kickstarter. How does this all work? I doubt that's going to be most people. Most people. Yeah, 0. 0. Okay. What is the size of the drop bear miniatures? 32mm scale. I've mentioned that in inches as well, and that'd be something that'd be nice is there. Because honestly, that's one of my big things. I think we beat way too far around the bush before just getting into the price and the box, because I feel like $55 was pretty reasonable for what I saw there. All right, updates, not yet, just launched comments. Let's check this one out. And now here's another thing that I want to put into consideration. I was actually thinking about doing this as a Kickstarter critique, but I couldn't find the date that it was going to launch. But because I remember this one had, I think, like 1,000+ pre-launchers. And so it doesn't look like they converted, you know, a huge chunk of those people. Now, I could be 100% mistaken, and hopefully someone can fill me in on this, but I'm pretty sure it was over 1,000, and that's a conservative estimate. I think it was more like 1,200, maybe. I don't remember completely. But I don't... They're not snagging them all up right now. I'm not a fan of mixing minis and standees. Is it planned a full standee version? Those giant killer koalas look cool. But what about a horrifying giant standees, an acrylic version? Drop Bears now shows up at number 7 on the Kick track. Game looks like a lot of fun. Wish you the best with the campaign. What is the curious Tourette? Thanks for the reply. On board. Give you a drop. So they are trying to tickle the algorithm in the comments. Love that. Good stuff there. So, final grade for Drop Bears. Do I want it? Maybe. I don't feel like I was wowed. I think it'd be one of those ones where I'd have to sit through the video and really see if it's one for me. Because sometimes you click on a Kickstarter video and you're like, oh wow, this looks fantastic. I want to back it right now. I don't even need to see a video. This one, I didn't feel like I got that vibe. I wasn't quite there yet. But they have the videos, which is good. So do I want it? Yeah, I feel like they did an okay job on that. Can you do it? Yes. I feel comfortable. I might spotlight the fact you've done it before a little bit more, but it's fine. I feel comfortable. And they did good customer service in their previous comments as well, which is awesome. And then how much is it? Price seems reasonable. Shipping sucks, but I mean, still at the end of the day, 72 for this, that seems reasonable for a Kickstarter game. In and out, you're at 72. That's not bad. It's not bad. So, final grade for this one, I feel like the organization of the story itself is there's my biggest thing. I feel like we take too long to just get to a great price. I do like how we're interweaving quotes in here, even though the quotes were okay. But I think just getting straight down to the long, sexy scrolling shot, and then going back to the main image. You know, I think we mentioned it's cooperative in here. You know, it's chapter 1. Like, the only way you know it's chapter 1 is if you look right there, or if you follow it on Board Game Geek. And I think that'd be something to spotlight. I'm curious as to why we didn't spotlight those components as well. And I imagine most people aren't taking those components because I don't feel like we did a great job spotlighting those components. And that's like a whole extra box you're making as well. Like, that's a whole extra box. That's a playmat. I don't know. I just feel like this one could have used a little more time in the cooker. I'd convert the currencies as well. So I'm going to go, I think, with a C+ on this one. I think it definitely has the potential. Like, it could definitely be a contender. I'm very curious to see how this one does after day 1, because they're going to know a lot. You know, if they don't get to say 30, 40, 50,000 bucks on day 1, that's kind of thing you're like, ooh, do we need to reconsider things? But let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Drop Bears? I'm going to go with a C+. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. So I'm at a 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. But I'm not putting an ad here. I could. That's actually pretty cool. Create highlight video. I can do other stuff. Add a stream marker. I'm going to create a highlight video right now. What is this? Okay. There's just 2 behind the scenes. I'm getting out of here.